Okay, sum ARC. Now I'm going to talk about this as I go ahead and erase what we have here in the middle. I'm talking about a different claim. By the way, while I'm saying this, what we're trying to do when we diagram these claims is say what they mean logically, not what we think is true. It's easy here because we don't know what the A's and C's are, but if it said some animals are cherries, let's say, you might be inclined to diagram something else because that's a false claim, that some animals are cherries. Nonetheless, what it says is that we have something that's both an animal and a cherry, both an A and a C, and so hopefully you can anticipate what we're going to do here at this point, and that's to make a mark in the overlap of the A and the C circle, the A's that are C. We have a different kind of claim. Whenever it's a sum claim, either an O or an I claim, either way, we're going to make a mark. For an all or an O claim, we will always shade out. Sum A or C, we make a mark through all areas that are both A and C, and so it looks like that. I want to say verbally that if we wanted to say sum A are not C, then we would make a mark in the A's that are not C, and that's areas 2 and 3. So we'd make a mark between these two areas. Okay, but let's go ahead and do a slightly different claim for our O claim. We'll change it to sum B are not C. Alright, so think about how you would diagram sum B are not C. Get my pen going here. It's an existence claim. It's saying something that we do have, and that thing that we're saying we do have is both B and not C. It's a B that is not a C. Where are the B's that are not C? It's areas 3 and 4. It would be contained within the blue circle, the B circle, but outside of the C circle. So the diagram for sum B or not C looks like that. Okay, one final thing in this section, and that's the idea of what Aristotle adds. Aristotle assumes that there is a member of every category that is mentioned, even if it's not clearly or directly said. So for all and no claims, we will get an X in addition to the shading. It's a very natural assumption. You may have tried to diagram things in this way, but I won't show the difference for any sum claims, but instead for both the all and the no claim. Incidentally, some of the further exercises, some of the more difficult parts, will be when you have a additional negation, some kind of not in the claim, like all B or not C. That turns out to say that no B or C, but there's some thinking that is required to recognize that. But for the purposes of what I want to illustrate here, instead, let's just go with all B or C. As we've learned, what we've said so far for all B or C says that we have just the opposite of what I'm erasing. Nothing in areas 3 and 4, all B or C. So I can't have anything in area 3 because those are incidentally A, but they're B's that are not C. Area 4, incidentally, are not A's, but the relevant thing is that they are B's that are not C. Now, if all B are C, well, presumably we also have something that is a B and a C. We don't know whether or not it is an A, so we would have a mark in area 6 and 7. To note that this is just going to be there on Aristotle's interpretation. I'm going to leave the book to cover the theoretical reasons why we might want to withhold here. We put a circle around that X that goes in area 6 and 7. Okay, so let's take a look at a no claim for Aristotle. Let's go ahead and stick with the same one here. No B or C. In this particular case, think about it. No B or C. How are you going to diagram that in its main meaning? In other words, since we have a universal claim, what does it say we can't have? And hopefully you know that it says we can't have a B that is a C. We can't have anything in area 6 or area 7. Okay? Imperfect erasing here. I apologize for that. That's the best I have right here and now. Okay, so once this is gone, again, no B or C. Don't have anything in area 6 or 7. So shade those two areas out. Okay. Now, if no B or C, presumably then there is a B that's not a C. And anytime a class or category is mentioned for Aristotle, you have something in that category or class. So I would have something in either area 3 or 4. Since this is just on Aristotle's interpretation, I'm going to put a circle around it. Furthermore, the C's are mentioned, and though it goes indirectly to this in Aristotle's logic, it's surely still there. I also have a C that is not a B. Overall, and as we work this out in the end, that's the main sense in which, when we'll look at the end at validity, that's the main sense in which I want you to understand Aristotle's interpretation. There's going to be a mark that's completely contained within each circle or category mentioned. I don't have one within the red circle, the A circle, because A's aren't mentioned right here. And that's the only reason that we don't. Okay, that covers our lesson for 2.2.